I've had the iPad Pro for about a week now. I'm going to share with you what I like about it and some of the things I don't. Hi, my name is Craig. If you're new here, welcome. Here I do tech tips and reviews along with the weekly Echo series. I've been using the 11-inch iPad Pro for the last week in place of my laptop as much as possible. I've used it to reply to comments, write scripts, edit some videos, edit some photos, play some games on it, and of course watch some videos. And I gotta say, I like it. There are a few drawbacks where you need to adjust to working on an iPad, but let's talk about a few of the things I like. First, I like the new form factor and how they've pushed the screen as far out to the edge as possible. I do like the squared off edges to it. It does make it easy to hold. It's comfortable. And weighing in at 1 pound, it feels so light for something with such a nice big screen. Next, I like the screen on this. The liquid retina display is beautiful. This full HD display is very responsive with its 120 Hz refresh rate. Everything loads quick and smooth. I have no complaints about the display. When you're reading a book or scrolling through text, it's nice and smooth. Next is no home button and Face ID. Not having a home button really makes the device feel like there is no up or down to it. Face ID is so responsive, you just tap the screen, look at it, and it's ready to go. Go right into a swipe and it unlocks quickly. You put it in landscape, a tap and a swipe up and it's unlocked. It is quick. It is not limited to being in a vertical position like the iPhones are. Next, I like tap to wake and the gesture controls that are with it. You just swipe up, you want to get to your home screen, you want to get to an app, you just swipe up partially, you can scroll through your apps, you can select an app. It works so well swiping between apps. You want to close an app out, swipe up, and you could quickly close apps out. Your control panel swap down, notifications swap down from the top. I'm a big fan of the gesture navigations. The next thing is the speed of the A12X Bionic chip. It is super fast. I've done video editing. I can open up iMovie. It'll pop open my project. I can swipe through footage really quick without any lag. When gaming on it, the response is super quick. I mean, it is a beautiful experience. You do see the power of that A12 and the responsiveness in there. I do like the audio on this with the 4 speakers. It's the best sounding iPad I've ever owned. When you rotate it, the sound will switch. Left channel, right channel will stay with whatever orientation you have the screen in. Definitely a big improvement on the sound compared to other iPads. Switch. I'm really liking the sound when listening to videos, watching music, playing games. Another nice addition is USB-C, which gives it a lot more functionality. And as a MacBook Pro owner, it's nice to have one less cable to carry around. The USB-C, I can now use my card reader that I use for my laptop. You could use USB-C to charge up a phone off of it or other devices. You can even use it to hook it up to a 4K external monitor, which I haven't tried yet. It does offer a lot more functionality. One of the features I've been using a lot is split screen. I could open up YouTube, swipe up from the bottom, and then add a browser on top of that, so it can float over the window, or I can expand that browser so it does split screen on there. I can adjust the size of the browser. I can play a video, go full screen with that video, watch it, browse in a browser on the side there. If I need to, I can expand it. It'll shrink down the window with the YouTube in it. And if I want to get rid of YouTube altogether, I can just swipe that away. When you do have multiple apps open, they're paired together. If you swipe across, there's another pair with my notes and my to-do list. And you could go between your different screens and those two will stay together. If you want to get rid of one, just swipe it away. It really has helped increase productivity a lot using the iPad. The iPad Pro is a lot closer to being a laptop replacement, especially when you add a keyboard to it. I use it with the keyboard, which I'll do a follow-up video on that. There is so much that you can do. I could see leaving my MacBook Pro home a lot more often, but there are limitations that for the Pro user may not really make it a complete laptop replacement. Some of the things I don't like: one, the cost of this. It is $799 for this. The last generation was $649. And that $799 is for the base model, and it starts adding up quickly when you increase storage or add cellular to it. Next would be no trackpad or mouse support. That would definitely make it a lot easier to move around and not always have to tap the screen to select something, or if you want to move the cursor for text, having to go to the screen all the time. Next thing I don't like is there's no external storage that can be plugged into this USB-C. So I can't take an external hard drive, plug it in, and drag files over to the Files app. I can't put anything directly into folders. If I want to edit video, I have to import it into Photos and then work out of Photos. I want to be able to download stuff directly into the files. I'll dump my footage onto a hard drive. It'd be nice to load them on there, not have to send it through the cloud and have it sync to all my devices. So they need to improve that. Another problem is you don't have a headphone jack anywhere on this. You have to use this USB-C with the dongle. Well, for some pro users who need headphones, Bluetooth is not necessarily the best option. So this device is aimed at pro users. If you're an audio person, you're gonna want headphones that plug directly in. So now you either eat up your USB-C with the dongle, or you have to buy an adapter that'll give you headphones and USB-C pass-through. So spending more money on that. Not the best thing to sacrifice a headphone jack when your targeted audience are the pros. The last thing I don't like about this is it's iOS 12. iOS 12 has made the phones and iPads so much better, but iOS 12 is what keeps this from being a real laptop replacement. You can figure out how to do most things you need, but it becomes a little more cumbersome and work as opposed to pulling out a laptop. So this being a pro device, it can slow a pro down from the work that they could accomplish on a MacBook Pro faster. It's a shame that iOS 12 is that limitation. There really needs to be an iOS 12 Pro that allows you to really take advantage of what this thing can do and make it a lot more productive. Even with its limitations, I really do like this iPad Pro. I like the features of it. I'm glad I waited for something with Touch ID instead of a home button. It is definitely the best iPad I've owned. It is also the most productive iPad that I've owned. I add the keyboard onto it and I get so much done with this. I pop that keyboard off and I have a beautiful lightweight tablet that really feels good in the hand. This iPad is not just a way of consuming media. For many people, it could be a laptop replacement. But for the pro demographic that it's targeted to, I don't think it can be a complete replacement. When I do travel, I can't leave my MacBook Pro at home. But with this, I don't have to pull out the MacBook as much because of what it can do. I do want to do a series of looking deeper into iPad features as a whole, not just the Pro, to see how much of a computer replacement it can be. You know, look at video editing, writing my scripts, editing photos, and other features. Let me know if that's a series that you would be interested in seeing, and let me know any other thoughts you may have. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't, consider subscribing and click that bell to be notified of the next video. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out the description. There's Amazon links in there. Bookmark them, use them, and Amazon will kick us back a little. I appreciate you watching this. Have a great day. Bye.